What's up guys, Chasing Lamely here with episode 79 of Welcome to Wroxham. Today's episode, bit of a surprise for you, decided to wrap up the season early because we're basically at the end and it was just time to wrap up this section of our story in League 2. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, see you on the other side. So, I know I said I'd come back for the Crawley game, and I apologise, but the season was over, it really was, and I thought we'd just crack on with things, really. So, let's just get you caught up before this last game. We played Rochdale just after we played Northampton, drew 0-0, beat Tranmere 2-0 with a brace from Ronnie Stutter, beat Harrogate Town 2-1 with a goal from Stutter and a goal from Fabio. We then beat Cheltenham 3-0 with a hat-trick from Ronnie Stutter, Woking 3-1 with Diaz, Stutter and Kadarabek on the score sheet. We lost 1-0 to Crawley, so honestly, you didn't miss out on much of a game anyway. We drew 1-1 with Gillingham with Ryan Green on the score sheet, beat Morecambe 3-0 with Stutter getting a brace and a Dexter Snedden own goal, a 0-0 draw with Barrow, a 2-0 win over Sutton United with Stutter and Gamar on the score sheet, and then Leighton Orient beat us 1-0 in our last game, which brings us to this game. It's Boreham Wood, with a bunch of players who are suspended / ineligible / whatever. So without any further ado, with some further ado, let's go meet the team, shall we? That'd be a good idea. Let's go meet the team. Sorry, I say meet the team. Let's go look at the League 2. My brain, sorry, it's been a long day at work. We are champions of League 2. We've got 101 points. We've got a plus 64 goal difference. Swindon have joined us in being promoted to League 1. Makes me happy, brings me joy. Bradford are currently in third. Gillingham also in the playoff. And then anyone from Doncaster down to Eastleigh, any four of those teams can be in the playoffs. It's a bit tight as things stand. Also, just having a little look at League 1 to see what's happening up there. I think Wrexham are down. Off the top of my head, I think Wrexham went down from League 1, so we're not going to play them again for a while. Unfortunately, Oxford didn't, but yeah, so we're going to be okay in terms of who we're playing in League 1. Just have a little look and see who got relegated from the Championship as well, shall we? Whilst we're getting curious about what's going on in the other leagues, let's go talk about what's going on in the Championship. Who is going to come down and join us in League 1? MK Dons, Portsmouth and Millwall. Okay. Fair enough. Happy days. Right, now without any further ado, let's go meet the team today. So the starting lineup today then is kind of a team we already know, kind of some new faces in there and outside there as well. Celso Coronel starts in goal, Nilad Dunner at right back, Dodd, Westwood and Settin are the defence. We've got Diaz at defensive midfield today with Loic Camden ahead of us. I don't know if you've seen Loic Camden, I have a feeling you may have done at this point. He's the guy that played for Real Madrid and for Castilla and Talavera. Good player. He's played 7 appearances for us over the last few games, so we've given him a chance, and he's looking okay. Chimese will play alongside him in the centre of midfield, with Gamar and Trent Cone-Doherty on the wings, Ronnie Stutter up top. The bench, Fabio, Sam White, Thompson, Kadarabek, Forson, Carrillo, and Mats Schroeder. So, good quality players all around. Let's submit that and see if we can maybe just finish the season on a bang. Boreham Wood sits 16th in the league, so hopefully will be easy pickings. Right, so in the dressing room then, this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Good job, everyone. Inspired is... I'm not even going to bother doing individual team talks because we're just playing for goal difference right now, so it doesn't really matter. Welcome to Trafford Park, where Wroxham take on Boreham Wood. Our lineup, as always, is the 4-5-1. Ronnie Stutter, 40 goals in 53 games this season. And we're playing a 5-3-2, led by Dave Shutt. Dylan Barnes has made 230 saves for Boreham Wood this season. They've got nothing to play for at all, so we should hopefully give them a good smashing. Alexander Forsterreiter is a big miss for Boreham Wood. Alexander Forsterreiter, of course, a player that used to play for us. So it's sad that we don't get to see him, but... you know, we'll be okay. We'll survive without seeing him again. I said Lucy Giles. I was like, that's a bit progressive for Football Manager. Anyway, game's underway. Let's see if we can get a result. Throw in now with Settin for Wroxham on the near post. Winterburn picks it up and clears it to Alexander, to O'Connor. O'Connor, big ball forward. Dodd wins it in the air. Camden forward to Jamesi, who finds Stutter. Ronnie Stutter from range. And Ronnie Stutter just thought, screw it. We're already last game of the season. Let's just win goal of the season. You had 41 cracks at it, mate. I feel like now is the time to really put a fine point on it and just go, yeah, screw it. Wonder goals will do. Boom. Smash. Straight into the net. Shades of Tony Yeboah. Loving it a lot. Good work. Ronnie Stutter. What a legend. It's no wonder half the championship has tried to buy him from me this summer for sure. And he won't be leaving unless I get some big money for him or I find a big replacement. A big header away by Dunnett. Jamesi to Kane Doherty. That highlight took me by surprise a little bit, I'll be honest. Been picked up by Gamar. Cone Doherty over the top, looking for Stutter. Ronnie Stutter's through. Ronnie Stutter can't get a second goal, unfortunately. Giles gets the chance to clear it to Howarth, who hoofs it long, but Dodd will win that in the air. Chamesi's on the ball to Westwood, who's had a booking, and that goes nowhere. I don't know why the highlight bothered to continue past the clearance, but what do I know? Right, Tinkler, Agu puts it forward, and ball one in the air. Westwood's getting himself sent off for handball. Second yellow card for handball. Come on, buddy. That is frankly ridiculous, and I don't know what to do now about this as a lineup. I guess we're going to risk 3 at the back. I've never tried Nenad Dunnett as a centre-half. I don't know if he can do it. Settin will have to come off to make this work, but I've never tried Dunnett as a centre-half before, and I'm a bit scared to do it now. I think we'll stick Sam White on for left back. That feels like, well, I say for left back, for left centre half, that feels like a good idea. We're going to make Dunnett another ball playing defender, because that feels like a thing he'll do very well. Should we put him on cover? Sure, why not? Let's give that a go. I'm just curious actually at this point, because there's nothing to play for this season. Is there a world in which... Sure, let's try something weird. Let's go for a libero, because you don't see those in football these days, and I thought I'd give one a go. That's a nice thought. Right, you're going to be covering as well. We're going to have a deep defence. I think Coronel probably needs to just be a goalkeeper if I'm going to have a libero, but I think that'll work quite well. In fact, let's do a little bit of a tactical experiment. Screw it. Ball-winning midfielder on defend for Diaz, just to give him a chance to stretch his little legs a little bit. And Loic Camden doesn't have anything he does particularly brilliantly in central midfield, so we'll keep that as is for now and see how that goes, and just see if we can hold on to this victory, really. Free kick now, Markanday. We've gone to black kits to mourn the loss of our boy at the back, and we've started the morning with conceding a goal. Great stuff. He didn't bother changing his socks. He felt like it was unnecessary. Coronel was just like, do you know what, I'm going to stay in yellow, boys, just so you can tell me apart. Everyone else, though, get your black kits on. I don't know why it does this. Get your black kits on. We'll just make do, I guess, is kind of the thought process behind that. It's an annoying glitch in the game. Really does bug me when it does that. But I'm not in charge of it, so, don't hold it against me. Right, I'm just trying to think what we're going to do in terms of a team now, because Diaz and Camden could both come off for better defensive options. Could take Camden off for a centre-half, maybe. It's a big call. We'll see. It could go either way. Right, Barnes with a big ball forward for Boreham Wood. Dodd heads it away as far as Pierre. Pierre, so good they only gave him one name, to Robbie Tinkler. Cross the field to Middlemass, to Markanday. Markanday is through, and great save by Coronel. Dodd gets it clear, and Giles can't pick it up, which makes things even better for us. Really would be nice if we could go back to playing in our blue kits, though. Be nice if SI had patched that glitch out too, because it's been in the game since launch day last year, and I don't know why it keeps doing it. White now with a throw-in, down the line, looking for Stutter. Stutter has time, turns his man again, plays it back for Diaz. Diaz can't really do anything great with it until he gets it back. Now Diaz to White. White in for Chamesi. Chamesi's picked up a yellow as well. Gamar is through. Ahmed Gamar with his 4th goal of the season. Our little wonder kid. once again does wonderful things to make it 2-1 on the stroke of half-time. Hopefully I can sort the boys out, be like, boys, do you want to... We get it, the morning's over, lads, but let's stick the blue kits back on, shall we? That'd be lovely. And see how that goes for the rest of the game. But either way, we have done good stuff to get ourselves to half-time, hopefully, on level terms, and then I can figure out what I'm going to do about this defensive situation, about maybe blooding some young players. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go. Please, the number of shots we've taken so far, keep it up. Let's just say that. That's fine. I'll have a little word with... where is our boy who got sent off? Ryan Westwood was the boy who got sent off, right, Brain? Yes. Getting sent off as he did is unacceptable. He seems anxious, but honestly, it's your last game for the club, mate. So, you know, you're just going to go back to your club with a suspension, and I'm going to forget all about you. That'll be fine. Right, second half underway, and we need to try and secure this one, just so we can say we took the win. The result doesn't matter at all, but I'd like to take the win on the final day. My highlight now for Boreham Wood. Barnes puts the ball forward. Dunnett heads it to Giles, to Baker. Richardson. Gamar picks up the loose ball. I've made some subs. I've sent Thompson on at centre-half, Fabio on at right-back, and I've sent Kadara back on in midfield, as well as Shemaisi, with his last touch of the game, probably puts the ball in the net. Good stuff by Austin Shemaisi. Let's say it was his first goal of the season. That's madness. He had loads of goals last season, though he was playing mostly on the wing last season, which makes a bit more sense. But still, great ball through from Shemaisi. Finds Stutter. Shemaisi gets himself through, slides it past the keeper with his left foot as well, a little bit cheeky. And first goal of the season for Shemaisi. Weird stuff. We're going to firm those substitutions. I took him off purely because he was a little bit booked, and I didn't want that to stick around. I have got one more sub left. I'm trying to work out how to use it on it. Agu, we've put our blue kits back on. Amazing. Agu takes a free kick off the crossbar. Thompson heads it away. Kaderabek with a diving header to get it clear. One more sub to use. Not quite sure where I'll use it. Gamar with a free kick into the box, looking for Thompson. Doesn't find him. Headed away. Baker Richardson will pick this ball up. Some of the lads forgot to take their black kits off. A little bit awkward, Sam. If you could not do that, that'd be good. Go get a blue kit on, bud, yeah? Could you do that? Anyway, Tinkler on the ball for Boreham Wood. Kadarabek picks up the ball. Big ball forward, looking for Cone Doherty. Agu with a big first touch and gets away with it. Tinkler to Winterburn. Winterburn forward. White picks up the ball. Kadarabek forward, looking for Gamar. Gamar turns his man. What's going to happen here? Gamar to Diaz. Diaz turns around again. Finds Kadarabek. Kadarabek through ball to Stutter. Can Stutter get a second? Of course he can, because that's what Ronnie Stutter does. That is his thing. 4-1. We've got 10 men. We're still absolutely slapping Boreham Wood. That's what we're looking for at any given time. Got time to get Sam White his shirt back, just so he can look like he's part of the team again. Stutter, what good work. I am sort of waiting for him to get a hat-trick now, just so I can take him off for a nice little hero parade. But we're not quite there yet. We've still got 25 minutes to go in this game, and Stutter needs to get that third goal. We're going to have a highlight from kickoff. Alexander to Baker Richardson. Baker Richardson to O'Connor. O'Connor with the ball forward. Can we win this one? Yeah, we can, of course. Ben Dodd's there. Diaz gives it away to Porter, but Ben Dodd was there. Thompson to White. White to Cone Doherty. All the way back to Coronel. Thompson on the ball, plenty of time. Big switch to Fabio. Fabio, our little Brazilian, trying to find a way through to Gamar. Gamar turns and turns and turns again to Rafael Diaz, to Kadarabek, to Cone Doherty, who should get a through ball off here, hopefully. Finds White instead. White to Kadarabek here. Kadarabek through, looking for Stutter, who's got the ball, puts it away. Ronnie Stutter, the self-fulfilling prophecy, the human machine of goal scoring, has completed his hat-trick. Good stuff by Big Ronnie. And honestly, they're going to have to offer me millions. Agu really gave it to him, but that's fine. I'm going to have to get offered millions in the summer to sell Ronnie Stutter, because I think he can get just as many goals in League One. Honestly, we'll build a team around him, give him a chance to develop. I think, aside from Chelsea, I think he's a former Chelsea man, and he's just doing big things for us. Howarth now on the ball for Boreham Wood, over the top looking for Alexander or Tinkler or whoever gets there. Not quite sure what happened there. Sam White's finally changed his shirt. Good stuff. What he hasn't. I was looking at someone else, looking at Cone Doherty possibly. Doesn't matter either way. Porter puts the ball forward. Alexander is there. And that's why you're 16th in the league, lads. I'll be perfectly honest with you. That's why you're 16th in the league. So, we're just going to see this one out now. 10 men, 5-1. Only 1,664 people in the crowd. Probably needs to improve a little bit next year. But we're doing okay. Fabio with a throw-in now to Gamar. Gamar with a chance to run down the wing. What can he do? Markanday wins it back for Boreham Wood. Howarth forward to Alexander. They're still going for it, despite having no chance to get back into a winning position. Tinkler to Alexander. Back to Tinkler. Through to Winterburn. Winterburn into the box. Baker Richardson gets a header for his 12th goal of the season. He's picked it up, hopefully, to run it back to the halfway line. Honestly, I'm not sure why he's bothering, because the chance of you getting 4 goals, mate, in the last 5 minutes seems very slim, given that we are by far and away the best team in this league this season, and it's not even been competitive. If we're completely honest, we're going to see if that was offside. We're not going to see if that was offside, because it was never offside. It's fine. Right, let's skip that. Matt Schroeder on up top as well. Hopefully we'll get himself a goal, just because I want him to get that confidence boost and prove he's worth me keeping around this summer. Throw in now with Fabio for Wroxham to Gamar. Gamar back to Fabio into the box, looking for Kadarabek or Cone Doherty, who's at the back post for his first goal of the season. Another shocker. He's not played as much as last season, but you'd have thought he'd have had more than 1 goal so far. Seems weird to me that I've not seen him score all season, and it's not even registered. Gamar back to Fabio with this cross. Beautiful stuff. I thought I was looking for Kadarabek. He wasn't. He saw Cone Doherty free. I didn't, but Cone Doherty saw himself free, beat the last man, put the ball away. Everyone is happy. Tight offside was never an offside, and everything is good again. And that's full time. A 6-2 win on the last day of the season. That will do us very, very nicely, and we can start preparing for a trip into League One. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Let's do an individual praise as well for Ronnie Stutter, because I feel like anyone who is I took you off so the crowd could applaud you. Yeah, you earned a little extra rest after putting in such a good performance. That's what we want to tell him. Good stuff. Right, continuing on. And let's see what budget we're getting for transfers going into League One, shall we? Okay, so no announcement of any budget change. Did we already have it? Or do I have a weird feeling we already had it? We'll find out. We'll see what it says, shall we? See what it's saying about our budget for next year, because I cannot remember if we got it announced already. We should be fine. We should have loads of money in the bank, and we should have loads of money in budget. So we'll have a little check just to be on the safe side. But I have a feeling we're on a tidy promise for this summer. So next season's wage budget is going to be £79,000 a week, and our net guaranteed minimum transfer budget for next season is going to be £834,000, which will do us nicely because obviously we've hit our projection with some money in the bank, and we're looking all okay for now. So without any further ado, I'm going to wrap that episode up right there. And I'll be back on Monday with a transfer special. So thank you very much for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lemley. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff down below. Leave the comments. I read them all. I respond to most of them. And just nice to know you guys are out there, really. Anyway, until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Stay safe. Have a good one.